Let's be real, Raider Nation. Remember that feeling? The gut punches, the defensive breakdowns, the sense that the 2024 season was circling the drain before it ever got going? That was your Las Vegas Raiders. A team that limped to a dismal record, missed the playoffs for the third straight year, leaving nothing but frustration in its wake. But what if that was all part of the plan? What if that dumpster fire of a season actually forged something new? What if all that pain was the fuel just needed to build a team that was disciplined, focused, and downright dangerous? The Raiders are storming into 2025 with new leaders, new weapons, and a new identity, with only one thing on their mind: revenge. Here's the breakdown of exactly how they're going to get it. From game-changing matchups, from game-changing coaching hires, and monster roster shakeup, to the key matchups that will define the 2025 Las Vegas Raiders Revenge Tour. Let's get into it.
So, how does a 4-13 team suddenly become a threat in the AFC? It starts right at the top. The Raiders didn't just hire a new coach, they went out and got a living legend. They brought in Pete Carroll, the Super Bowl champion and always compete guru who built a powerhouse in Seattle. Carroll's arrival isn't just a new face in the building, it's a total culture shock for the organization. At 74, he's now the oldest head coach in NFL history, and he brings an authority and a winning mindset this franchise has been starving for. This isn't a long-term rebuild, it's a reload with a proven winner who has zero interest in waiting. And who do you give a defensive mastermind like Carroll to run his offense? One of the most creative minds in the game, Chip Kelly. Fresh off a national championship win with Ohio State, Kelly is your new offensive coordinator. His mission is simple: fix an offense that was just plain bad last year, finishing 27th overall and dead last in rushing. Kelly's system is all about creating mismatches and adapting to his players' strengths, a philosophy that should finally get the most out of this roster. Holding it down on the other side of the ball is returning defensive coordinator Patrick Graham, who continues to build around the relentless motor and soul of the defense, Maxx Crosby. The fact that Graham chose to stay in Vegas despite getting looks for head coaching jobs elsewhere is a huge vote of confidence in this new direction. And pulling the strings is the new general manager, John Spytek, who brings a championship pedigree from Tampa Bay and a clear directive to win right now. This new leadership team, assembled with input from minority owner Tom Brady, is sending a message. The era of dysfunction in Las Vegas is officially over. But a new philosophy is just talk without the players to back it up, and GM John Spytek got to work this offseason. The overhaul of this roster was fast, aggressive, and smart. It all started at quarterback. The Raiders pulled off a blockbuster trade, sending a third-rounder to the Seahawks to get Geno Smith. The move brings Smith back together with Pete Carroll, the very coach who sparked his incredible career comeback in Seattle. The Raiders immediately signed him to a 2-year extension, making it clear he's their guy. Smith is a 2-time Pro Bowler with a chip on his shoulder and a deep understanding of what Carroll demands from his quarterback. It's a massive upgrade that brings immediate leadership to the huddle. With the quarterback in place, they turned to the running game, or what was left of it, and they made what might be the single biggest splash of the NFL draft. With the 6th overall pick, the Raiders selected Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty. Jeanty was a force in college, a dynamic wrecking ball who became the highest drafted back since Saquon Barkley. In an offense run by Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly, two guys famous for their run-first schemes, Jeanty isn't just another player, he's the new centerpiece. He's the engine this entire offense will be built around. But the overhaul didn't end there. They added new weapons for Smith by drafting receivers like Dante Thornton Jr. and Jack Beck. The defense got a serious injection of talent to support their cornerstone, Maxx Crosby. To fill the void left by departing linebackers Robert Spillane and Luke Masterson, they signed veterans Jermaine Pratt and Elandon Roberts to bring grit and intelligence to the middle of the field. The secondary got a facelift with the additions of the versatile safety Jeremy Chin and former first-round corner Eric Stokes, plugging the holes left by Nate Hobbs and Trayvon Murig. They even beefed up the lines and backfield with proven vets like guard Alex Kappa and running back Raheem Mostert. This wasn't about patching holes. It was about building a tougher, deeper, and more resilient team from the ground up.
Before we get in the schedule, what is the one move that has you most fired up? Is it the legend Pete Carroll taking over, the trade for Geno, or grabbing a potential superstar in the draft like Ashton Jeanty? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you're ready for that silver and black to take over the league, hit that subscribe button. You're not going to want to miss a second of the season.
With the team reloaded, the mission is simple. This isn't just a schedule, it's a hit list. The 2025 season is packed with chances for payback, and you know Pete Carroll has a few dates circled. First on the list, the Denver Broncos. The Raiders took a nasty Week 10 loss to them in 2024 that torpedoed their season. With 2 shots at them this year, including a Thursday night football game in their house, you better believe the Raiders are looking to settle that score. Then you've got the kings of the division, the Kansas City Chiefs. For what feels like forever, the path to the AFC West title has run through Arrowhead, and the Raiders have been little more than a speed bump. If this new era is for real, they can't just hang with the Chiefs, they have to beat them. These two games are the ultimate test for Carroll's new squad. And of course, you have the other bitter rival, the Los Angeles Chargers. Every single Raiders-Chargers game is a dogfight for positioning in the West, and after last year's disappointments, Vegas is desperate to shove them back down the ladder. The entire league will be watching as the Raiders get their chances at payback under the lights in primetime showdowns against the Chargers, Cowboys, and Broncos. While a marquee revenge game against Pete Carroll's old team in Seattle isn't on the 2025 regular season schedule, this team is ready to make a statement week after week.
A Hall of Fame coach, a motivated veteran QB, a game-changing rookie back, and a roster built for pure toughness, anchored by the undeniable heart of the team, Maxx Crosby. The pieces are in place. The culture has shifted. The excuses are gone. This is no longer the sloppy, penalty-ridden team of the past. This is a team built in its coach's image, disciplined, hungry, and ready to compete for 60 minutes. The revenge tour is officially on. That's the blueprint, but now it's your turn. What are you most hyped to see from the Las Vegas Raiders in 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and like this if you're all in for the 2025 Raiders comeback. And be sure to hit that subscribe button as we deep dive on more teams that missed the playoffs in 2024. Thank you for watching Revenge Route.